So I got quite a few questions in the comment section from a few of my subscribers asking me, what is my Tradingview setup? Well, I think that's very important to cover because you got to have everything set up for success. You know what I'm saying? You got to have your foundation set up nice, clean, and simple. And I'm going to show you exactly how I do my Tradingview setup so these pips can start paying your bills. Let's go.
Team take profits on the move. The movement is real. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills.
What's up, y'all? This your boy Jay Wayne, you know, representing Team Take Profits. And I appreciate everybody for watching this video, tuning in, taking a few moments of your time so you can catch these tips for the pips. You feel me? So, also on a side note, I appreciate everybody that's supporting my new single, Pips Pay My Bills. Alright? So, definitely, the link is in the description. Alright? For you to support the movement, guys. Really, all of the proceeds is going to a charity. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of my goals, was when I traded Forex, to be in position to help some charities of mine. Of course, I'm going to vlog that and show you where it's going to. But that's what's happening. So I appreciate everybody that's supporting and downloading. It's only 99 cents, guys. Support your boy so I can support a charity, all right? Without further ado, though, we're going to dive into the charts and show you this Tradingview setup. Let's get it. Alright guys, so here's Tradingview. And I'm logged into mine, Jay Wayne. I got a pro account. Okay? I got a pro account. Just so I can do some nice things with it. You know, I can replay, I can really back test properly. Alright, so we're gonna go to click on the chart. So here we are on the chart, guys, and the first thing I want you to do is get your watch list together. What do I mean by that? Look over here in the top right corner, right here, and this is your watch list. So for me, I trade a few pairs. So we got GBP AUD, and I like to pick FXCM. That's a really good one to pick, so you can see the accurate price movement. And GBP JPY. Okay, we building our watch list. I'm gonna go with GBP CAD. I like to trade that one sometimes. Type in gold. Type in gold. So with gold one is a little different. So I picked the CFD ICE. That's the one I picked for gold. So you can pick whatever one you choose, but this is my setup. So this is my watch list. So that's the first thing, because you just want to click in between each one. Right? And you can quickly go to each one real quick. Click of a button. You don't have to type in anything. You know, so that's what I like. So we're going to go back to gold. And I got my watch list. Perfect. So now the next thing is you want to get your indicators on. If you don't trade indicators, then you all set. But if you trade a little indicators, put a few on to monitor so you can get your right entry point. Well, then go to indicators, okay? And I have a few favorites. All right, do you see that? Simple moving averages by stocks inbox. And so you put a star on it so it can go to your favorites folder. All right, so we put that on there. All right, so now the settings for that I pick is when you have a free account, the reason why I picked the SMAs, the simple moving average, is because when you have a free account, you only have 3 indicators you can add onto your chart. So you got all of it in one. Now, I only use 2 of these. Okay. And I'm going to make that green. Let's see. This is going to be the 50. And I make that red. Okay, and we'll make this one magenta. There we go. All right, now go to the inputs. Now I put 50. my 50 moving average, and my 20 moving average. And the rest we turn off. See that? So now you only left with 2 moving averages. Now the lines are a little thin, so I make them a little thicker. So all you gotta do is just go to the, make them thick however you want to do it. I like mine thick. You feel me? So there we go. And there we go. So now when price is above that green line, it's a buyer's market. When price dip below it, it's a seller's market. It turns red for you. Now, that's not no strategy or nothing that I'm trying to tell you right now, but that's how you look at it. And now I got my 20 moving average. Now, the other one I'm going to have you guys add on is, or if you choose to, you can type in exponential moving average. So moving average exponential. And I put a star by it because that's one of my favorites. And now you can see this little thin one. We're going to go to it and make that blue or turquoise. Thicken the line up a little bit. And we're going to make that an 8. All right, this is my setup so far. So after that, really all you can get is one more if you have a free account. So what I like is the stochastic. So I add the stochastic in. Now I have the Martin stochastic. Trial it for 7 days. See that it's a beast. All right. If not, you got to get the regular stochastic. So I'm gonna add the Martin stochastic trend. And there I go. All right, if you do the regular one, then go ahead. Do what you got to do, you feel me? But I use the Martin stochastic. So that's my setup. Also, if you want to take off the moving averages, another one I recommend is the MACD. So type in MACD. All right, and that's my MACD. And my settings for that is 12, 26, and 9. There you go. Pause that. Look at that. All right. So if you have a free account, you can't get all of these on there, but you can pick and choose how you want to set yours up. But this is my setup. So you could take off the moving averages. You could take off the exponential. Whatever you got to do. You can just use the MACD over the stochastic. But the stochastic is my baby, though. Hands down. That's my baby. So that's going with me. Every strategy that I choose to trade, that stochastic is coming with me. You feel me? So that's my setup so far, okay? And the reason why I got the paid version is because I can replay. I can really back test. You know what I'm saying? You see how I just jump like that? Boom. All right? So if you can afford it, get it. It's you got to invest in your trading. So now once you have your template that you like, then go to hit templates right here and save it. And we're going to do this one. Pips pay my bills.
Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills.
And you can hit save interval. Save interval just means that whenever you open up this template, it's going to open you up on a 1 hour time frame. All right. So that don't matter to me. So pips pay my bill template, save it. Now here's like a cheat, a tip, because today we talking about tips for the pips. So I'm trying to give you as many tips as I can. Save a few different templates. That way you can get different indicators to look at without having the paid version. You feel me? So you can change it up. Maybe take off this, take off the MACD on this one, you know what I'm saying? And you just had a stochastic, and then open up another one, another template, and maybe have the MACD on and not the stochastic. If you really like keeping moving averages on here, mix and match it, however you feel. And then you just save the 2 different templates, and then you can just bounce back and forth. So I'm gonna hit 1, boom. There go one template right there. There's one template there. And you can just switch. If you want to look at your MACD, Then go, you know what I'm saying, go to your MACD. If you want to go, you know, if you want to look at that, if you want to look at the pips pay my bill template now, go back to that. Boom, everything is in place. All right. So I think that that's helpful. Now, here's the thing. The next thing you want to do is build up your hotkeys. I call it the hotkeys. Here's my hotkeys that I use. Okay, so all you want, instead of just constantly keep having to go through here, pick which one you want. You did a trend line. Now you want to pull out a fib. Now you got to go down here and pull out a fib. We want the quality of life. You feel me? We want the quality of life. So make things easy for you. We already got 1,000 things to think about with these patterns and what the market doing. Just build you a hotkey. So we're about to build our hotkey. So I want you to go to the arrow key, tap that. After that, we want the crosshairs, add that. Now, what do we use the most next? Well, we use our horizontal lines. So add that. You get where I'm going with this. After that, we use the trend lines a lot. And then go ahead and add a vertical line. We use that a lot. We use the arrows. We use the rays. And I actually want my ray next to my trend line because they like the same. So that's how we do that. Then after that, we could just go down the list. You can organize it however you want, but I use like the fib retracement. I use the fib extension so I can know how far price want to go, or my TP, my take profit. So I'm gonna use the extension, and that's pretty much all I use from here. We just going down the list. And then I like to use the rectangle. We use that a lot. The eclipse, I like to use that to find my place in the market when I back test. And let's see, that's it for that. Then I use the text tool when I'm leaving myself notes, or I'm leaving my team notes, what we're doing, what we're looking for. I use the call out so I can know where price is. And I'm gonna show you each one, how I use each one on the chart too. Price label, I use price label. Yep, definitely. Don't really use arrows that much. Okay, now I use, with these patterns, I use the Elliott wave, the 3 count, the 5 count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I use the head and shoulders, and I use, after the Elliott wave is done, then I want the ABC correction wave. So I use that one. That's pretty much all I use. You can use all that other stuff if you like. Then I use the long position and the short position. And that's pretty much it. I don't really use any of that. So that's my hotkey. All right. This is what I use. So my arrow key, you need your arrow. You need your crosshair sometimes. Now, let's pull out a vertical line. Now, what I do is I save them. You see how I got all of these lines. So when I want a breakout line, or when I want to pull a daily support and resistance line, boom, I already got it set. So all you got to do is click on this line and hit save as. And you can label that. You can label it, that horizontal line, you can put a 4-hour support and resistance line. A daily, you can color code it. All right, so that's my daily one. When I have something like on a 15-minute or the hour, then my template for that one is the breakout zone. Boom, you can read it over here, off to the side over here. It says breakout zone and it says daily. I labeled it. How do you label it? You go to style and you type in what you want. You get the color, the fatness of it. You know, I like mine stick. You feel me? So you can put it top, bottom, right, daily. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I do that. All right. So we got the daily line. Let's put a daily line up there. Let's go to the daily, matter of fact. All right. So this is the daily. And we'll just put a daily support zone right there. We got a little head and shoulders right there. Little head and shoulders pattern. So how do you do that? In this case, if I had saw that, my head, my left shoulder, boom. My head, my right shoulder, and there we go. All right, we got us a head and shoulders right there. Boom. Just like that, guys. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. All right. You got a trend line. All right, you see this big old trend? Boom. You got yourself a trend line. Now wait for that boy to break. Okay? So I'm just going through how I use it. Now if you constantly keep adjusting your trend line, well then use the ray, because the ray will keep you honest. Because as soon as you set it, you can't really move it that much. It go where it go. You can adjust and play with that other one, but not this one. So boom. There's my ray. Wait for that trend line to break. So that's how I use the ray. Let's see, vertical line. I use the vertical line when I'm back testing. So I'm like, okay, this is my spot, and when I go to the 15-minute or the hour to see what it looks like when I'm back testing, I got the vertical line there. All right. So after that, you got your rectangle. How I use the rectangle? Basically like a zone. Like if I see a zone down here, boom, I mark it up and say, okay, price might come back down to this zone down here, for an example. All right. Price might make a move down here. So I got me a zone set up. You feel me? So it's on and on and on. Fibonacci, you know how to use the fib. If you don't, request a video on how to use the Fibonacci and I'll show you how I use it. But that's my fib. Okay. You know, and I just use this you know, this right here. Like if I'm really trying to zero in on a spot, when I go down to the lower time frame, I know where this bubble is because it's the daily. When I go to the hour, it's going to be a whole bunch of candles, and you can lose your spot. So use this circle or the eclipse tool to know where you're at when you go down to the lower time frames when you're trying to back test. Text tool, well, you know, you just leave a note. All right, so you just leave notes. There you go. Let's make this money, baby. Let's make this money. What we here for? We ain't here to play games. We here to make this money, baby. All right, so now we got the call out. The call out is what I usually do for my team. So I'll say, wait for trend line break. All right, and put it over here somewhere. Try to put it around the area that I'm looking at. Wait for a trend line break, and it'll be something like that. And I'll leave it out. I'll leave it to the team. Send them a note, and that's that. Wait for the trend line break, and you know we enter on the other side of the retest on this trend line. All right. Now the price label is when I'm back testing. I want to know where I got in at. So all you got to do is just slap it on here, boom, and it already got the numbers on there. And I got mine's all designed in, you know, the way I like it, you know. Now I got entry and take profit. Okay, so if I hit take profit, it's gonna turn green. That's where I can know where I took profit at. These are tips for the pips. You gotta have this stuff, and you know what I'm saying, you know what you're doing on here. All right, so it's easy for you to track what you've done, your history, you can journal and everything, and it's just make it a little easier for you. You feel me? So if this is where I took profit at, and let's clone that. We can clone it. Right down here. This is, I can clone that. Hit that. Clone. Boom. Let's say I entered off of this bounce off the trend line. Well, go to the entry point. Boom. So now, when I go back, or if I want to make a video on how I caught this, I got my notes right here. This is where I enter at this price label. Maybe I enter down here. You know, maybe I enter right at the top. Move it. And the price will be there, all right? And then this is where I got out at, down here, for an example. Boom, that's why I use that. And everything is just right here in front of me, you feel me? And then I got the long position. So this is a short, so this would have been like, okay, boom. Stop loss is above the right shoulder. Take profit is down here. Boom. So let's clean some of this stuff up. You get the idea on some of this stuff. All right, that's how I would have did my long and short position. All right, that's the short. The long is just the opposite. If I was trying to buy right here, go up here, boom, stop loss below the low, boom, that's my short. So I got that right there. You know what I mean? We'd go in. Let's say we just caught that movement right there. All right, boom. Entered in right here, stop loss here, take profit there. So that's how I use that to help me gauge where I want to go. What's my risk to reward? You know, and then you got your Elliott wave, you got your ABC. Then I just go, you know, 0 to 1, you know, 1 to 2. All right, boom. 2 to 3 is my long one. Then I got my 4, and then boom, you got your 5. All right. And then after I'm done with that, I want to catch the correction. Well, then I'm just going to go 0, A, B, and ride that correction. C. You know, if I see that in the market. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it with that, with the hotkey. All right. So after that, a couple more things here. Let me see. A couple more things here. When I'm back testing, what is my template? What is my setup? All right, let's delete all of this stuff. I like to move this hotkey bar out the way. Let's move it down here. All right. So what is my setup? What I like to do is, because I have the paid account, I can go double screen. All right, double screen. So you see the color code. So now when I jump down over here, going to be the 15-minute chart. Okay, this is going to be the 15-minute chart. And what I love on that screen, once I have the trade that I want, I add the Martin trendline candles color change. So where's that at? Once you trial it for 7 days or you bought it, I want you to it's going to be in your invite only scripts. And it's the Martin trendline color change. Martin trendline candles color change alerts. Because if I found me a trade on the 1 hour or the 4 hour, which is over here on my left side of the screen, which is over here. I'm not sure if it's your right or left, but it's my left. Then I want to know when to time that entry when the color changes, as you can see right here. And I'm actually going to show you a trade that I got in, how I made some money. All right. So I'm going to show you that on Saturday. I just want to get you prepped up today on Friday, and I'm going to show you how I caught this trade on Tuesday. Take profit Tuesday. All right, how I caught this trade using these trendline color change candles. All right, take profit Tuesday, not Saturday, Tuesday. All right, so that's my setup. So now look what happens. You can sync up the chart. So crosshairs, interval time, everything. You can sync up everything. So if I put a vertical line, boom, it shows up over here. I know exactly where I'm at. Now I don't want to do the interval. I don't want to do the interval because down here I want to stay on the 15-minute chart. All right. So now, but wherever I move on the 4-hour chart, it goes there on a 15-minute chart. All right. So you put, let's say you put the little bubble down, the little eclipse. Boom, you got it. You know where you're at when you go to that 15-minute chart when you're back testing. Testing out your strategy. Now, if you want a video on how I back test, a real quick video on how I back test, properly back test, then, you know, comment below, guys. I can make that video for you. It's all about the tips for the pips. All right. So this video is going to go in my tips for the pips playlist. So definitely check that out. All right. Boom. I got a breakout zone. If I want to make that a breakout zone, go here to your template. Go to the breakout zone. Boom. Now I even see it on my 15-minute chart. So you guys understand how to do that? All I did was hit that double. For those who want to trial this, see if it's worth your money, you could trial it for whatever day, 7 days, I believe, 30 days, whatever they have you do. And you could trial it. And then if you want to buy it, get it. All right? So you can, you know, sync up the charts. And I like the double. You could go 4. I could go all of these different charts. I really don't need to do all of that. The most I might do is 4 charts. It looks like that. It looks like a lot, but as long as you know what you're looking at, then you're good to go. But most of the time, I'm just doing 2 charts side by side. All right, so that's pretty much it. That's my setup. I don't want to make it too long, but this is it. I hope if you want to count these pips, you got to learn how to count these pips. They taught you how to count money, the dollars, the cents. You got to learn how to count these pips. So you get your ruler. That's 109. It looked like 1,000, but move the decimal over. So it's really 104 pips with gold. Just move it over. It looked like 1,037. It's really 103. Just move the decimal over, okay? That's pretty much it, guys. And then if you just want to look at one screen, go down here to this tab. Alt-Enter is the short key. Is the you know what I'm saying? The quick key. But you can make it, if you just want to look at one chart at a time, just blow it up. And if you want to go back, you can go back and forth. Easy. You want everything easy, guys. So that's pretty much everything. If you want to delete everything on the chart, you want to delete these lines, then hit the trash can, hit that little button over, remove drawing tools, remove indicators, remove drawing tools and indicators. Let's just remove the drawing tools. Boom. Now we back to square one. And then we could just blow up the 4-hour chart. Double click on the chart. When you first, if you don't want to see the indicators, double click on it. Also, if you want to hide the indicators, hit the I button over here. Boom. Boom. Back to square one. All right, back to square one. So I hope. All right, guys. So I hope this video was informative and you learned a few things. Maybe you already knew some of that, maybe you didn't, but I know I get this video, this request to make this video a lot. All right, so again, guys, this Tuesday coming up, I'm going to show you how I caught this trade, and it was super easy, guys. It was super easy, and I'm just going to show you the step by step. I know you guys like that as well. This video is going to be in my tips for the pips playlist. So I got so many different tips for you guys. So check that playlist out. And also don't forget, Pips Pay My Bills single is out on Google Play, iTunes. Stream it on your Xbox. Stream it on Spotify. Wherever you stream music and play music and download music. If you like that and it's helping you, support your boy, man. Support your boy. Alright, guys. So don't forget to like this video. Comment below if you want to learn fibs. Comment below whatever you want to learn, and let's make this money, baby.
50 pips a day, watch the money drip. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip.